So hello everyone, welcome to Triaright. This is Pack 365. Myself Sujit. So in this session, we are going to learn what is JSON module that's available in Python. Okay, we have already completed what is module and what is packages. Then what is this JSON module? What is the requirement of this JSON module? So JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. Okay, to understand with this topic, now I try to take a real-time example, then only you can relate it to this topic in our real time. Okay, suppose if I'm trying to build a project like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Naukri, means this is a full stack project, means there are different teams there need to be built that project. Means suppose if I'm trying to take this LinkedIn example, okay, so my requirement will be I want to create the sign up page. Suppose we are trying to take an example, okay, not it is not 100% sure. Okay, now if my requirement will be I want to create my sign up page with the help of our Python Django framework. I want to create my login page as the use of my Java Spring Boot. Okay, now my requirement will be I want to create my portfolio section by using our Node.js. Okay, means we are using our different type of coding language. So at that time, but they both are connected to each other, means whenever we are just try to log in into our Instagram, they are the basic needs. Okay, without sign up, without login, we cannot log in that particular thing. So at that time we are using different type of coding language. Then how they both going to communicate with each other, means we cannot say that every time if my requirement will be I want to get the sign up code, every time I need to take the Java code and I need to convert it into my Python. I don't want to write manually. Then at that time we are trying to use this module. This is called our JSON module, and the main uses of this JSON module is to communicate between multiple language at a time. Means at a time we can communicate with our JavaScript, we can communicate with our Python, we can communicate with our Ruby, we can communicate with our Java also, means different type of programming language. Okay, also this is called our the process of converting the Python object into JSON object. This is called our serialization. Means now we try to learn about our Python. Okay, forget about the Java. Okay, in the Java also the same thing will be going to happen. Means whenever you are trying to converting any language into JavaScript, so means JavaScript is nothing but our JavaScript object notation, because this JSON is a module only. Okay, so JSON can convert any type of language into different type of language. Means we can convert it our Java into JSON, JSON into Java, Python into JSON, JSON into Python, then Ruby into JSON, JSON into Ruby, just like that. Okay, in order to convert the data, we have to import this JSON module. Okay, to convert Python language into JSON object, because if my requirement will be I want to converted my JSON object into Python. Okay, first we are trying to see, we are trying to converted our Python code into JSON object, then we are trying to see what converted JSON object into Python code. Okay, first we are trying to see if I try to convert a Python language into JSON object, then at that time, first my requirement will be I need to import my JSON module. Okay, without importing this module, we cannot do anything. Okay, so first I'm trying to give some example, then only we can clear about that. Okay, suppose if my requirement will be I want to convert my Python code into JSON object. So every time you need to understand that whenever we are trying to tell that JSON module, or we can say that JSON object, it will be formatted like our dictionary, means in the form of our key value pair. Means one key will be there, and for that key one value also will be there. Okay, in the form of the combination of our key value pair, it will be formatted the structure. Okay, now we are trying to converting our different type of data, means our single value data like our integer, float, boolean, complex, then our multi-value, or we can say that collection, string, list, multiple sweat dictionary. We'll try to first see about that, then only we'll try to write our theoretical point. Then we have some methods that's available. Means if I try to import this JSON module, then only using this JSON you cannot convert it. Okay, means when the module says that this is the combination of our classes and our object, or we can say that the methods. Okay, for this, to converting our Python code into our JSON object, we have two method. Means either we can use DOMS method or we can use our DOM method. Means both are same. Means it needs to be converted our Python code into JSON object. They have two methods. One method will be DOMS and another method will be DOM. Okay. Now we try to see first the what is the use case of our DOMS method. Okay. DUMPS. Okay. This method is used to convert the Python data into our JSON object. We can convert any type of Python data into JSON expect our complex data type and and the shared data type. Now we try to see now. Okay, so we know that whenever we are trying to use any method, then at that time we can use our object reference. Means at this time my object name will be JSON. If I try to give any aliasing name also, it's okay. I don't want to use this one directly. I'm just trying to use this one. Okay, so every time the syntax for to converting, first you need to provide your object name. So in this case my object name will be JSON. Then JSON will provide two methods, that is called our dump and dumps. So at that time my requirement will be I want to use dumps method. Okay, so this dumps method will take one mandatory argument, that is called our Python data, or we can say that Python object. So now I'm just trying to give my Python object. So first we are trying to starting from our single value data type. So now I need to pass a single value data type, that is called our 420. Okay. Now guys, if I'm try to converting, so it will be not affecting like that. Means it will be simply, it will be displaying 420. But at that time, whenever I try to converting, it will be storing in the format of our key value pair. Okay. First we are trying to check all of the data type that's available in Python. It will be converting into JSON or not. Then only we try to see how the JSON file will be look like. Okay. Now the next data type will be float data type. So here I'm just trying to use JSON.DOMS. Okay. You need to understand, first we are trying to use our DOMS method. Okay. So this DOMS method will one more argument, that is called 12.12. Okay, now if I try to run this one, still it will be give me the same output. Okay, now I'm just trying to use my next single value data type, that is called our Boolean data type. So here I'm just trying to pass dumps as my methods. Then here I'm just trying to pass true, the Boolean value. Okay, we know that it will be also possible. Now I need to check for my complex data type. Okay, now guys, just see if I try to run this one for the complex data type, means complex will be formatted in our real and imaginary part. So 5 plus 3j. Okay, now guys, just see, as of now we know that whenever we are trying to converting our single value data type, just like our integer, float and boolean, to our JSON object, it's possible. But in case of our complex data type, it will be give you a error, that type error. Means object of type complex is not serializable. What is the code of our serializable? Means we cannot convert our Python code into our JSON object. This process mainly called our serialization. Okay, means whenever I try to convert our Python data into JSON data, this process will be called our serialization. That's why here it will be saying that JSON serializable, which data will be converted into JSON. This is called our serialization. Okay, now the next one. So as of now, we are already see of our single value data type. Now we are trying to see in case of our collection data type. The first collection data type will be string. So here I'm just trying to use JSON.DOMS. Okay, so here I'm just try to pass Triaright. Okay, now if I'm try to run this one also, still it will be give me the output as Triaright. Okay, next data type will be our list. Okay, so JSON.DOMS, and here the mandatory argument will be you need to pass a Python data. So here I'm just try to pass a list. Okay, now the next data type will be tuple. Okay, so here I'm just try to use JSON.DOMS. Here I need to pass my tuple as 1 2 3. Okay, next one will be our set. Okay, at the time of set, how it going to happen, now we try to see now. Okay, so guys, just see here I'm just try to pass 1 2 3. Okay, now if I'm try to run this one for string, for list, for tuple, it will be give me the output. But in case of our set, it will be saying that the type error means object type set is not serializable. Means we can say that we can convert any type of Python data into our JSON object, expect our complex and our set data types. Okay, now what about our dictionary? Okay, now I try to see. So JSON.dumps method. Okay, now I'm just try to write my dictionary. So dictionary will be formed in form of our key value pair. So here I'm just try to pass a one key value pair. Okay, now I'm just try to check it will be possible or not. Okay, so as of now we have already seen which type of Python data will be converted into our JSON object. Okay, now I'm just try to write all the theoretical points that's available, then only we are try to moving forward with our DOMs and DOMs. Okay, means what is the difference between our DOMs method and dump method. Okay, now I'm just try to write the theoretical point. So what is the okay, what is this JSON? So it is a lightweight, okay, lightweight architecture. Okay, so what is this JSON? So JSON is a lightweight architecture which is helpful to which is helpful to conversion of our different type of language. Okay, architecture, I'm just trying to write architecture which can, okay, which can be used in converting, okay, converting different type of language. Okay, converting different type of languages. Okay, now the next point, JSON can convert any type of language into different type of language. Okay, so JSON can convert any type of language into different type of language. Okay, different type of language means we can say in the first only we can converted our Java into JSON, Python into JSON, then JSON into Python, just like that. Okay, now the next method. Okay, so in order to convert the data, means whenever we try to converting our Python data into the JSON module, we have to import. Okay, we have to import the JSON module. Okay, we have to import the JSON module. Okay, now I'm just trying to write JSON stand for, okay, JSON stands for JavaScript, okay, JavaScript object notation. Okay, JavaScript object notation. The next point will be to converting Python language data. Okay, the next point, to converting the Python data, to JSON object. Okay, JSON object, we have two methods. Okay, so the first one called our DOMS method and the second method will be dump method. Okay, we have already seen a little bit concept of our dumps method. Now I'm just trying to give some theoretical points about our dumps method. Okay, so I'm just forgetting one point. In the last you need to add the above process. Okay, so the above process is called serialization. Okay, serialization means whatever the process we are following in the first step, this is called our serialization. Means the converting our Python data into our JSON object. Okay, now the next point I need to write what is this dump method. Means there are two methods, dumps also, dump also. Then what is the difference? In the upcoming classes, we are trying to deal with more about that. Now I'm just trying to give a theoretical point regarding this dumps method. Okay, so this method is used to convert. This method is used to convert the Python data. Okay, Python data into JSON object. Then we can convert. Okay, we can convert any type of, okay, any type of Python data, any type of Python data into JSON object. Okay, okay, expect our complex and our set data type. Okay, set data type. Now we are trying to see what is the return type of our JSON object. Okay, so the dumps method return. Okay, so the dumps method return JSON object only. Now if you are just try to check, also you can check by the help of our type. Oh, okay. Now if I try to check with the help of our type, means type will be helpful to check which type of data we are trying to store. So guys, just see if I'm trying to run this one. So guys, just see. So here it will be give me in the form of our string. Okay, because the JSON will be formatted in the form of our string only. Okay, because the JSON is an object only. Okay, now the next point will be what is the syntax for this one. So the syntax of this dump method will be JSON dot dumps. Okay, every time you need to use your dot notation. Okay, dumps, and here it will be take one mandatory argument that is called our Python data. Okay, that's all for this session. In the upcoming session, we are trying to discuss more about our dumps method, how it will be different from our dump method. Okay, that's all for this session. Thanks for watching Triaright.